Have you ever picked up your phone for just 5 minutes, and then suddenly realized that 1 hour is gone? Your mind feels heavy, you're thinking about problems that aren't even yours, comparing your life to people you don't even know, and worst of all, you haven't even started the work you actually needed to do? If yes, then let me ask you something very honestly. Are you really becoming more aware, or are you slowly becoming more mentally exhausted without even realizing it? Now imagine starting your day with a simple intention, just to check your phone for a minute. But within moments, your mind is flooded with news about global calamities, trending dispute, productivity hacks, health warnings, and glimpses into other people's lives. And before you even begin your actual work, your brain is already tired. This is where we begin to understand a powerful modern reality. Awareness, which was once a tool for survival and strength, has slowly transformed into a burden, a kind of invisible pressure that sits on our minds. And this happens because earlier awareness was limited and directly useful, knowing where food was, who your enemies were, what dangers existed nearby. But today, we are aware of thousands of things that we cannot control, influence, or even properly process, and our brain, which has not evolved at the same speed as our technology, is forced to handle an overload of irrelevant yet emotionally charged information, turning awareness into what we call a cognitive tax, a hidden mental cost where every piece of information we consume demands attention, processing, emotional reaction, and sometimes even decision-making. And even if we don't act on it, your brain still spends energy on it, just like being given thousands of tiny tasks that individually seem easy but collectively become exhausting. You can see this very clearly in small, everyday situations that feel normal but silently draining you. For example, you sit down to study and open YouTube for a lecture, but within seconds you are recommended videos like how toppers study 16 hours, secret techniques to crack exams, and what you are doing wrong. And now instead of studying, your mind is stuck comparing methods, doubting your current strategy, and feeling like you are already behind, and in the end you close the app without even starting properly. This is not laziness, this is overload. Or think about when you are about to sleep, and you casually scroll through your phone, and suddenly you come across a news post, then a motivational reel, then a funny video, then a serious discussion, and now your brain is switching emotions every few seconds, laughing, worrying, comparing, thinking. And when you finally put the phone down, your body is tired but your mind is wide awake, unable to rest. Another very real example is when you open an online shopping app just to buy one simple thing, maybe a pen or a notebook, but within minutes you are exposed to hundreds of options, reviews, comparisons, discounts, and suggestions. And now what should have been a 2-minute decision becomes a 20-minute confusion. And even after buying, you are not fully satisfied because you keep thinking, maybe there was a better option. Showing how too much awareness creates dissatisfaction instead of clarity. Similarly, when you talk to friends or relatives, earlier conversations were simple. But now even a small discussion can trigger awareness of careers, salaries, life progress, and suddenly your mind starts measuring your life against others, creating pressure that didn't exist before that conversation. The same thing happens with health. where a simple headache leads you to search online, and within minutes you are reading about serious conditions, rare diseases, and worst-case scenarios, and even though your body was fine, your mind is now filled with fear and anxiety. Or think about students preparing for exams who keep collecting notes, watching strategy videos, downloading resources, but rarely sit and actually revise deeply, because they are stuck in the loop of more information, believing they are progressing, while in reality, they are just increasing their mental load. The core issue here is that awareness becomes a burden when it is not matched with agency, meaning the ability to act on it. Because if you know something and can use it, it becomes power. But if you know something and cannot use it, it becomes stress. And modern life constantly fills our minds with such open loops, things we know but cannot resolve. And our brain naturally dislikes unresolved information, which is why we feel mentally exhausted even when we haven't done any physical work. Exhaustion is further intensified by three key factors: decision fatigue, where too many options make it harder to choose; emotional overload, where constant exposure to fear, anger, excitement, and comparison drains our energy; and identity pressure, where we are continuously exposed to ideal lifestyles and expectations, making us question our own worth. We have been conditioned to believe that more awareness leads to a better life. But in reality, trying to know everything is both impossible and unnecessary, and excessive awareness actually reduces focus, weakens decision-making, and increases anxiety, much like trying to watch multiple movies at once and enjoying none of them. So the real solution is not to avoid awareness completely, but to manage it intelligently by filtering information through a simple question: can I act on this? Keeping only what is useful and limiting exposure to what is not. Shifting our focus from consumption to application by using what we learn instead of endlessly gathering information. Creating clear boundaries around when and what we consume so our brain is not constantly overloaded. Practicing selective ignorance by consciously choosing not to engage with unnecessary information. And most importantly, focusing on our circle of control. Your habits, your studies, your skills, that's where real change truly begins. In the end, awareness itself is not the enemy, but unfiltered, excessive, and uncontrollable awareness is. And in today's world, intelligence is not defined by how much you know, but by how wisely you choose what to know and what to ignore. So if there is one thing to remember, it is this: don't try to know everything, try to use what you know, because true clarity and peace does not come from endless awareness, but from meaningful action.